Hello, today we are solving October 2023 paper, question number 2. Costa is in the business of making and selling pre-packed sandwiches. He sells his sandwiches to local businesses that have a credit account and direct to other customers who pay in cash. Now, he does not keep full accounting records but has the following information available. So, one is the summarized cash book, then there are other ending balances he has, and then some adjustments are there. Let's do the adjustment portion also. So Costas took 200 pounds per week cash drawings before cash sales receipts into the bank, before paying cash sales receipts into the bank. So the cash sales he paid was 48,400. So the cash sales must have also included some amount, okay, which has gone into his drawings. So let's calculate the amount for drawings. 200 pounds per week, okay. If he has done for the entire year, it is 52 weeks, right? So it is for 52 weeks, that is equal to, so 2000 times 52, so 10,400 pounds, okay, was also a part of cash sales, okay, that is also a part of cash sales, but he has taken it for the drawings, okay, some amount for his personal drawings he has done. And then irrecoverable debt 2,100 was written off, okay, we have to adjust for trade receivables. Then 1 month's rent had been paid in advance, so we can say that rent, okay, here at the beginning there was nothing, no balance, but at the end we have to calculate, and they had paid a rent of 19,500, and he is saying 1 month rent has been paid in advance. So the rent paid was for 19,500 and it was for 13 months, right? Instead of 12 months, they had paid 1 month rent in advance. So 19,500 divided by 13, that is equal to 1,500 per month paid in advance, which means we have to subtract 1 month rent, okay, later we will adjust. Then 8% bank loan was taken out on 1st Jan 2023 and it was a period for 5 years. So bank loan, see, at the beginning there was none, and at the end of the September it was 15,000. So let's calculate, and this bank loan has been taken only from 1st Jan. So 8 bank loan interest we will calculate. Bank loan interest is going to be 8% of 15,000 was the bank loan, but this bank loan was taken from Jan to, okay, September we had to calculate. So Jan, Feb, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. So it was there for only 9 months, okay. So the 9 months bank loan was taken. So let's calculate this. This must have been 900, okay. So for the 9 months only we have to include, but we can see that loan interest paid was 250, but they had to pay the full bank loan interest of 900. Then Costas has always one delivery vehicle at a time, so there has been delivery vehicle valuation and a delivery vehicle sale and a purchase has happened, so we'll have to adjust that also. Now the first question, part A, is calculate for the year ended 30th September 2023 the total sales. So for first you have to prepare the total sales is nothing but the sum of credit sales and cash sales. Now the credit sales portion we can get it from the preparing a trade receivables, otherwise you will have to learn the formula. So otherwise, if you know to prepare a double entry account, you need not learn any formulas. So trade receivables, it's an asset account, okay. So anything that's going to start, okay, it's here the credit sales is going to be reflected on the debit side. So now let's calculate, because the beginning trade receivables has been given. So the beginning balance, okay, balance BD, balance brought down as on 1st October 2022 was 4650. Okay, let's put that 4650. And then they are saying that at the ending it had become 3850. 23, it will become 3850. And first, so after the beginning balance of trade receivables, some credit sales would have happened. Okay, so this would have been credit sales. Okay, you just write sales. So this is from the sales account. Okay, it is reflecting the credit sales. Now we don't know, we have to calculate this, but cash something was paid. The receipts they got from the trade receivables were 36,200. So let's write that. So in the 26,200. So some amount was paid towards the trade receivables to settle the credit sales. Okay, and we saw that there was irrecoverable debt also. So let's write that also. It is assumed that it can never be recovered. Okay, irrecoverable debt. So it is assumed if you have got into the business. Okay, so but it is an expense, so it is recorded. Even though it is not going to come, you just record it and declare it as irrecoverable as if it was received by the business. 22. So the balance brought down would have also been this much. Now let's calculate. Okay, now let's calculate all this. So 36,200 plus 2,100. So 36,200 plus 2,100 plus 3,850. Okay, that is 42,150. So 42,150. So the total should have been the same on both the sides. So from this I'm going to calculate the credit sales. 42,150 minus 4650. That value is 37,500. So 37,500. And now we can calculate the total sales. Okay, the total sales is going to be equal to the cash sales plus the credit sales, right? So let's write that. That is equal to, so we know that the credit sales is around 37,500 plus cash sales. Okay, some of it is reflecting here. It was 48,400 plus, okay, there was an adjustment like he had taken for drawings. This was also a part of cash sales, 10,400. Now let's calculate the total sales. So 37,500 plus 48,400 plus 10,400. So the value is 96,300. So this is the sale revenue, okay, which includes both the cash sales and credit sales. Okay. Now next one is the purchases of raw materials. So let's prepare it by using trade payables account. By preparing it, it's a liability account. So the beginning and the ending balances of trade payables are given. So let's write that. On 1st October 2022, okay, 2022 balance BD, the balance brought down was 7,300. Okay, so it was 7,300. Now at the same time there was an ending balance also that is given. So let's calculate the ending balance. So the ending balance was 3,500. So at the end the balance brought down on 1st October 2023 was 3,500. Okay, so it was first 7,300 and it became 3,500. Now the balance carried forward will be the same as 3,500. First, let's write that. Now here some purchases would have happened. This is credit purchases. Okay, some from the purchases account it's going to reflect. So only it includes credit purchases we are talking about. So credit purchases is going to be equal to, we have to calculate, and then some payment to trade payables for raw materials was done by the business, so it was 34,900. Okay, so from the bank 34,900 was paid to settle this credit purchases. Okay, so this also happened on 30th September. We have the data only from 30th September. We have noticed that we can adjust. Now we have to add on both the sides. Okay, so let's add up here. So and how much is going to go into so how much is the credit purchases we have to calculate. So 34,900 plus 3,500, that is 38,400. Okay, so 38,400 and 38,400 minus 7,300, that is 31,100. So 31,100 was the credit purchase. Now let's calculate the total purchases. Okay, it also includes cash. So total purchases will include cash purchase. Okay, it will include some cash purchase and credit purchase. So let's calculate that. So that is equal to, so we know cash purchases were around 9,800 plus 9,800 plus credit purchases came up to 31,100. So let's add these two values. That is equal to 4,900. So 4,900 is going to be the total purchases. Okay, total purchases that was paid for the happened for the business. Okay, for purchasing the raw material.